Hello, my podcast people, and thank you for joining me for yet another episode of my favorite podcast. It is Monday, November 6th when this drops. Happy first full week in November. Today we are talking about when should you stop chasing the online business dream. I think one of the hardest things when it comes to online business is that you can learn about it in 30 seconds, and then it takes 30 years to actually see quote-unquote success. So I want to dive into that this episode. I just little life updates because I can. I just got back from Vegas today. Actually, I still have like regular clothes on, not the clothes that I wore in Vegas, but it was a great time. I do this trip every year. I go and meet up with my friends Dan and Natalie. Lex came this year. It was cool to show her how I do Vegas. Got to meet up with Joy. She's actually currently in Legacy. Maria and Jay were there. It was just a great time. And in meeting up with Joy, part of that meeting up, that rendezvous, inspired this episode, right? Her online business success, or the successes she's experienced as an online business owner, allowed her, or really helped her, be in Vegas this weekend. So she has a conference this upcoming Friday, or it will have already passed by the time the episode comes out, because, podcasting can be weird. But either way, she had a conference in Vegas, Sarah Duvall's conference. She was able to go out early, make it into a family trip, write it off, because she's climbing as well. Joy does climbing. She's a climbing coach. She's the climbing coach for pregnant and postpartum climbers. But she went out early, went to Zion, went hiking, and then they went to the Strip because her oldest son, Aiden, wanted to go see Vegas. He's a wild guy. And I was DMing with her, and she's like, I'm heading to the Strip now. Wish me luck. And I was like, I'm on the Strip, ma'am. What? So we met up. It was like probably 10 o'clock at night. I don't know. It was late. But she rallied. We met up, and that was fucking awesome. It's just like, it's the best when you get to see your people. She lives across the country. I don't see her that often, but I talk to her all the time. But it was just awesome. But part of that online business success, or the success she's had because of online business, allowed her to be in Vegas and have this whole trip, and we got to meet up. Online business can absolutely change your life, right? But success in the online business space can take a lifetime. So I think the flip side of this is, how do you know when to call it quits? The other thing the other thing that inspired this episode are the recent success stories of a few of my folks, a few of the people that are in my ecosystem. And I'm talking like, when you want good things for other people, you want good things for your people. And then when it happens, it's just like, you're just so fucking happy for them. And I'm witnessing that right now, and I'm witnessing them hit their stride. And I'm just like, yes, they've both been in it for years. One of them, you actually know some of them because I brought them on the podcast, and you'll hear as I go through them. But Erica, she's been in the ecosystem for years, and she's been at it for years. She showed me notes she took from a movement talk, right? So this is a long time ago, a movement talk that I gave as part of a conference. I don't even remember doing this thing. It's probably like 2016. She's been in the game, right? The other one, Wanjira, I was working with her in early 2020. She was just kind of getting started with things. It's late 2023 right now, folks. And they are both hitting their stride right now. Right? I brought Erica on for episode 476. That was May 18th of 2023, so earlier this year. Courtney, if you could drop that, thank you. She just sold out her group program called Soma. It's called Home: Soma. The biggest thing here, folks, I love the financial side of things. I love the numbers and things like that, and like this kind of like very objective, tangible success stories. But I'm also like all about the stuff around it. And the thing that's so exciting to me is that she's so stoked to be running this thing. I have not seen her show up in this way. And she said it, right? She has not been as excited about something, or like really just as dialed in on something, and really believing in something, and really fitting as this program. She's leaned fully into her niche. She's been trying to figure out this niche. And I don't want to say she's been trying to figure it out. She's been working towards having very concrete language for what her niche is. She hasn't been trying to figure it out, because it's been in there, it's been inside, but really trying to get language around this. She has been working at this for years. And she's come to a point where she's like, yeah, it is a harder sell. What I do is a harder sell, and I'm fine with that, because there are people that want it, there are people that need it, and this is the language that I'm going to use. And to see her show up with that conviction, my goodness, hallelujah. Right? She fucking sold it out, y'all. Like, she sold the program out. Actually, you know what? At the time of recording this, full transparency, she has 19 people. She, in theory, her goal is 20. And I was like, she's going to hit it. She has 36 hours left. She's going to hit it. But so I'm just saying, I'm putting it into the ether. And when she listens to this, it's going to be in the future, but in the past, because I'm talking about the past, but the future, whatever. But she will sell this program out. And these are 20 people that have registered to learn her approach. 20 people that have registered for a program that didn't exist a month ago, that she literally made, created, built. 20 people that registered for her help. That's fucking amazing. And it's taken years. My girl Wanjira, she had a reel about about gut health and menopause go viral, like legit viral. It's probably going to close in on 1 million views. I think last time we talked, it was like 500,000, but that thing is going to keep going. She calls it the gift that keeps giving because the reel that went viral was about her niche. It's actually helpful. Sometimes you'll have reels that go viral that have nothing to do with what you do, and that's not helpful. But last I checked, she had over 20,000 followers in this. Before this reel, she had, I think, maybe 3,000 or 4,000, something like that. 20,000. And they're legit. They're interacting. They're engaging. They're DMing her. They're writing comments. You can go look at the page. We'll link it in the show notes. We'll link Erica's. We'll link Manjira's. She ran a free webinar. 120 people registered. She had 67 people show up both days that she ran it. That's an insane show up rate, folks. If you can get 25% to show up for a free webinar, that's like very, very good. Usually the number's going to be lower than that. And she had 67 for both days, over 50%. That's phenomenal. Hit her fucking stride. Third person, Sarah D. I brought her on for Maestro on the Mic, episode 368. That was on April 18th, 2022. She talked about what it was really like to be in the trenches as an online business coach. Since then, and I just found this out because I sent out an email, I don't know, last week, 2 weeks ago. It's been 1 year since Boss Up. That's the event that Jill and I run for online business owners, the in-person event. We'll probably bring it back 2024. We'll see. But either way, I sent out an email just to be like, y'all, what are y'all doing? Like, how's it been going for a year? It's been a year. Like, what has happened? And she wrote back, and Sarah is in my mafia, but she hadn't posted about this. She wrote back and she's like, actually, I quadrupled my salary. Keeping about 5 clients on my roster when I used to struggle to keep 1 to 2. I've leaned fully into one-on-one coaching instead of trying to make bunch of different offers. Ooh, hit the desk. Instead of trying to make a bunch of different offers. She's paid for like over $2,500 in continuing ed. She's invested in True Coach as her coaching software instead of using Google Sheets. Not that there's anything wrong with that, or Google Drive. I don't know. She's doing something else. But either way, she's using True Coach now. And she's actually paying herself. This is fucking huge. This shit takes time, though. Another person I'm thinking about, JPB, Jessica Patching Bunch. Still waiting to get her on the podcast. But I was on her podcast. If you could drop that episode, Courtney, thank you. I love her. And been working with her and had her in my ecosystem for years. I actually met her in Uber. She was driving Uber, and she was my Uber driver in Portland. And this was like right before COVID. It was like 2019. And she hadn't started things yet. She started shortly after. But she's currently traveling through South America, doing kind of the Eat, Pray, Love thing. And that's a huge success in my book. And she's finding her feet, getting some traction in terms of, choosing herself. Right? One, we got to celebrate the fact that she has the ability to take the time off, and there's a support system, and she's okay leaning into that support system. Her husband, Jared, is amazing. She's choosing what she needs to do to help herself and to figure out the direction she wants to go and answer some questions. And she's accepting that help. She's taking the time off to answer some of these questions and be okay with the fact that she does actually have a message that she wants to share. That's huge, man. This shit takes time. Success in the online space, whatever that looks like for you, can take a lifetime. And for most, it will take at minimum many, many years. So when do you walk away? Quite simply, when you decide that it's not worth it and you're actually able to walk away. So if you listen to the little intro thing, if you're watching this on YouTube, the little intro thing isn't there. But if you're listening to this, then you heard the little intro, and in that intro I said, I'm going to flip the script. And this is kind of where we flip the script. For most of us, or for most folks who have really sat and asked themselves, why am I doing this online business thing? Why? The answer is that they can't not do it. Right? It's not solely about the money. If it's just about the money, then you'll fucking leave when it's not worth it. But my guess is that if you're listening to this, right, people like us do things like this. We attract what we are, not what we want. And for me, it's not about the money. Yeah, money's nice. Absolutely. Money's important too. Money's a fucking phenomenal resource. But I don't do this for the money. If it was about money, I would do a different job. Right? It's, for many of us, it's about helping others with something that really matters to us. I have people in mind, like, I'm thinking about Joy. I'm thinking about JPB. I'm thinking about Erica. I'm thinking about Wanjira. These topics matter to them. That's why they're doing this. It's about the lifestyle that you can create and that is afforded by doing this, right? That time flexibility. And I'll probably do an episode about time flexibility versus time freedom, because it's really about time flexibility, not time freedom. You still got to work. Right? For me, very much it's about living life on my own terms. I am fully unemployable at this point. Like I couldn't go back and be on someone else's schedule. Right? I can't not do this. I literally cannot walk away. And my guess is that for many of you listening to this, that's the case for you, is that like, I can't not do it. I can't not try. Right? So when do you walk away? If you're able to walk away. My guess is you're probably not going to be. So that in mind, yes, there may be a need to supplement things financially. Absolutely. I talk about this all the time. Right? Don't need your side hustle, the thing you want to become your main hustle. Don't need it to make money initially. Don't need it to like be, super financially successful. Otherwise, it's a lot of stress and you'll probably stop. Right? So yes, supplement things financially, but you probably still will not be able to walk away. And if this is you, here's the script flip, my suggestions here. Number one, give yourself permission to walk away if the day ever comes that you decide that you want to walk away, right? This is just mainly so that you know you're doing this because you're choosing it, right? Not because you've put these like external, goals and rules and such, then you're doing this for someone else. And you're like, I can't. If you're like, I can't do it because I can't do it because it's not in me, that's different. But if you're like, I can't do it because I promised my dad or because I promised my mom or like, because whatever fucking thing it is, give rid of that. Give yourself permission to walk away if the day ever comes that you decide you want to walk away. Number two, define success for yourself. Is it $1 zillion? Maybe. Is it a lifestyle business? Perhaps. What does it look like? And it's okay if that thing keeps changing, and often it does keep changing as you go, but if you're chasing something, chasing borrowed goals into the way, if you're chasing someone else's dream, you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle, right? So it's super important that you define success for yourself. And then the third part here is commit to leaning into things that light you up. This will keep you in the game long enough to potentially and hopefully experience the success that you are looking for, right? I'm looking at the time. I know this is a super short episode, but that's really all that there is to it that I have to say about this. Like, when do you dip? When you decide that it's not worth it and you want to dip. But my guess is that for many of you, that's not even an option. And all good. I hear you if it's not an option. The script flipped, go back, those three things. Number one, give yourself permission to walk away if the day ever comes that you decide you want to walk away. Number two, define success for yourself. Borrowed goes into way. And then number three, commit to leaning into the things that light you up. I'm really thinking about Erica here. And this whole time she's just been like, but what feels right? We'll know what feels wrong. Cool. Cut it up, cross it off. Say no. Try it. Doesn't fit. Cool. Say no. And commit to leaning into, to going after the things that light you up. Because you'll know when you hit it. And when you hit it, it allows you to show up in a different way, which I think almost helps expedite that route to that success you're looking for. I look at Wanjira and she was kind of doing the pelvic floor stuff. She really got into the menopause, I think, and then the gut health. And she's just like so prolific with content creation and so consistent because it's something she's really excited about. I look at Erica and how she's been able to show up and market this particular course and advertise for this particular course. And it's just like, yes, because this is your fucking thing. This is the thing that lights you up. Yes. All right. So commit to leaning into that. Commit to leaning into the things that light you up and going after them and getting rid of the things that you don't. And ideally, that keeps you in the game long enough to experience that success that you're looking for. All right? All right. No reviews to read because there's no new ones. If you would love to leave one, I'd love to read it. Unidirectional platform. I say it all the time. Would love it. Or maybe just leave a little rating. Let's get to 250 ratings. We're at 249. We've been stuck at 249. Let's get it over 250. Is it going to be you? Maybe. If you've already left a review, that's cool. You can still leave a rating. 5 stars preferably, but, it's your choice. But either way, if you've already left one, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate this, you listening, you tuning in, you writing. I'm grateful for every single one of you. All right? All right. That's all I got for you. Wow. Leave it in, Courtney. That's all I got for you for today, folks. As always, endlessly appreciative for every single one of you. Until next time, friends, Maestro out.